Did you see that Tenchi used to watch you during Sebastian days? I did not know that. Oh, God. Tenchi did not leave me with that impression, but that's funny. Tenchi was really sweet.
Connor, after the archery performance, we need an IRL of you learning how to use a bow and arrow.
Bro, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't know what happened, man. I've never struggled in my life to hit an archery target before, no matter how many times I've done it. I don't know why I could not adjust this fucking bow in a way that would work. I don't know. I don't know what happened, man. No matter what I was doing, how much I readjusted, I just couldn't get this fucking bow to hit. You asked for a left-hand bow and used it right-handed. It's probably that, to be honest. I'm gonna blame Selbit, to be honest. You ain't Odysseus, it's fine. No, I think I'm like the guy hoarding sheep. Polypheus or whatever the fuck he's called. The Cyclops. I'm in my fucking goon cave collecting sheep and cheese. That's me, bro. Polyphemus. Okay, there we go.
McLaren sunglasses guy here. Why didn't you lock in on Simon Says?
What do you, okay, first of all, okay. That was, without a doubt, my strongest Simon Says performance ever. We were chatting amongst the team, and we were like, hey, none of us feel confident about this. I already knew that I'd done Simon Says prior, and I wasn't good at it. And to be honest, I lost to fucking Cutie and the other French competitor who I'm sorry, I don't know their name, who also was a very, very good Simon Says player. So I got hella fucked. I think if I was in any of the other groups, I would have maybe not won, but I think the first 2 heats, I would have won those, I think. Bro changes identity after archery. Dude, I have to. After that abysmal archery performance, yeah, that was pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I do want to change my identity and flee and never return to Wales. The RNG on the bull was insane. Bro, I spoke to Lud about it afterwards. I was like, what the f was that? He's like, bro, because like for real. He didn't say this. Maybe the operator, we told him, just put the machine up one by one. It's the same for everybody, but it's all random. I don't know what this voice is. I can't do a good Lud voice. So apparently the bull operator literally would just go off in a certain order at 5 seconds. Did he do that? Look, I don't know. All I know is that when it was my turn on the ball, shit turned on immediately versus when it was half the other competitors. The first 10 seconds, it was like, boom, 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 boom. It was just like barely moving. My shit was ripping like fucking denture attack moves on me. I was like, holy f. And am I coping a little bit with that? Yeah, I am a little bit. But it does suck because it felt like, damn, I think if I'd have got what the other competitors got, I think maybe I could have won. But then also at the same time, that's not helpful. And I think that's also like, you know, look, I lost at the end of the day. It is what it is. But the game is a lot of luck. So it's aight. I tried my best. You got everyone to get their grippers out. I did start the trend. I think I had the best strategy, mainly because I Googled what to do and I watched YouTube videos. They were like, whatever you do, you need to put your hand out to counterbalance when it's throwing you around, and keep your like core lower down, but don't have your legs too straight because you need to be able to like spring your knees. So I think I had the right idea, and I think I was doing really well. It was only when it started doing full-on turns that it was like impossible to keep on it. I feel like I don't know what at all strategy you could do to keep on for that. The speed of which it throws you is impossible to keep on while it's also going up and down. Because also I noticed that all the other balls, when I looked online, they would never go up and down and turn at the same time, but this one would do both. And I was like, holy f, I don't know how to stop that. And the spin kills you. The only thing I would say is that you didn't do well is that you want your crotch as close to your hand as possible. That's what counteracts the turn. Oh, maybe, yeah. Maybe I'd keep it lower. There's got to be some professional bull riders who could have told me. Yeah, and the shorts also were not good. Operator had it out for you. Look, I don't know either, because like I don't want to like have my tinfoil hat on, but I swear some of the girls had it. The thing was a lot nicer on them. I was about to go to the operator. I was like, bitch, look at the scoreboard. I fucking need this. My fucking team needs this. But the penalty kicks, yeah, the penalty kicks was unfortunate. I mean, so the penalty kicks were interesting because Gaunt really wanted to do the goalie, which I think out of everyone as well, I think Gaunt was diving and was doing these fucking movements. He was schmoving that no one else was doing. Like well, actually Katie was doing it too, but generally speaking, like a lot of the goalies weren't fully diving, and Gaunt was always diving for it. It was quite unfortunate that I felt like, and this is maybe like massive cope tinfoil hat, every time any of the dog shit kickers came up, somehow they would get a shot on target with Gaunt, and it would be like as close to the edge. And I'm like, this is such bullshit. Like everyone is always hitting it out, but suddenly when they're against Gaunt, it's like boom, it goes right in the edge of the corner. I was like happy with my shots. I was pissed off that I missed the second one, but it was very close. I just kind of figured, I was like, if I just do it slightly to like one direction and up, they pretty much will always just never hit it because people don't want to jump that high. And it worked pretty much every time. So it was pretty good. Unfortunately, the girls and Zoil could not hit the ball at all.
Aside, you were a great captain.
I tried my best.
It's not easy to constantly put out positive reinforcement, but you did that.
Yeah, man, I gave my all.
Cheered them on no matter what. Genuinely don't think any other team handled loss as well as you guys.
We had a lot of practice to handle it. We got really good at handling it. No, I you know, because I had experienced a team that wasn't good vibes the first year. Not anyone's individual fault. I just felt like nobody really wanted to keep the team vibes. And I also think I did a bad job of that too. So I think I felt like it was really important, especially for the streamers like Lydia and Tenchi, who maybe hadn't been a part of like a game like this before, or like a big streamer event like this. So I was like, I want to keep the vibes for those guys because I want them to have a good time. There's nothing worse than being a smaller creator, going out of your like comfort zone, and then like nobody wants to talk to you. It sucks, man. So I think like at least you can do is kind of keep the vibes going. And also show the other teams that you're approachable too, I think. But I think for the penalties, we put Gaunt last. I don't know. I know Gaunt was talking about this yesterday. I think it was a bad play in the end because we thought like, oh, we're going to need someone in a tiebreaker situation. But realistically, it should have been like Gaunt probably second or first, just to make sure that we get like 2 goals right away. Because then if it would go to sudden death, it would roll around to me or Gaunt, which I think would have been good. Our thought process was that in my head, there was no world that Zoil wouldn't get one. I just assumed Zoil would be able to get one, which maybe is my bad, and I feel bad because I just assumed Zoil would get one. The girls, I was like, look, we might get one. We probably won't, but we might. So let's just put them second and fourth so that, we can kind of spread it out. And I had a lot of faith in Gaunt. I knew Gaunt would lock in. And to be fair, he did. Some of those saves were just so unlucky. Like he would make contact with the ball and it would roll off. He was like an inch off, or it would bounce off his leg, and like, some of those things are just kind of unfortunate. That's just how it goes. He ripped his shot.
Seriously, if you are looking for international athletic performance, why are you watching the streamer games? The UK team's vibes were immaculate.
Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate too, because I felt like I had to perform above what I normally would as well in certain events. It ended up just hurting me, like volleyball. I felt like I had to lock in a bit too much, and then I was doing plays like telling Gaunt, I think that ball's going out. Whereas like, if I think I had a bit more faith in the team, I think I could trust them to kind of make their own calls a bit more. So I think it was a bit unfortunate really and then like dodgeball too, I felt kind of like I had to carry, and I went for that dumb catch on the ball, which I didn't need to do. So I think, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. To be fair, volleyball is not a UK game. Yeah, nobody had really played volleyball on my team, and the girls were scared of it. So it was a bit unfortunate. And I mean, you guys saw me in the streaming games the first time. I like volleyball. I feel like I'm pretty decent at it, but I do definitely need like someone to help a little bit with the team. I think knowing I have someone else who I can kind of rely on helps me a lot. And it was a bit unfortunate that no one really had any experience with that game. Bro was aura farming in dodgeball. I felt like in dodgeball, if Gaunt hadn't gone out by stepping on the line, we could have won that game easily. Because I felt like if I had one more person kind of helping me out, I wouldn't have been stressed, and I wouldn't have gone for a stupid catch. So I think I could have easily have won the dodgeball. Because there was no point in that dodgeball game where I felt like even remotely they were going to get me out. There was like no shot. Because they were terrible at throwing. So was I. But they were terrible at throwing, and I felt so easy to like catch their balls if it was coming directly at me. But I went for a dumb catch, so it was unfortunate, really, to be honest. Yeah, and poor Tenchi was going through it, but my team was really good, man. I would rather have a good vibes team than a team that wins where I'm not really talking to any of them. You got to come back next year for redemption. I think I could easily crush, to be honest, because there was not many games where I felt like, oh, I'm completely out of my depth. It was just me being cheeks or choking on the moment. I was hoping Cadrel could join your team. I would love Cadrel to join. It'd be fun to play my boy. He roasting you was good. I told him, I was like, you can roast the shit out of me. Go crazy. Don't do archery again. Well, I don't think there'll be archery again, thank God. Like, there's a lot of like stuff in hindsight where I was like, I should have done this differently, or I should have probably done this event. Like, I think I probably would have been good at crate stacking because I do a lot of rock climbing, and balance and stuff like that is good. But I was kind of like, we were kind of just vibing out like, hey, whoever wants to do whatever, we can do it. And I probably should have done the 100 meters because I think we could have got like 4th or 3rd on the 100 meters. So I could have done that, to be honest. But it is what it is. You should listen to Gaunt's confessional. I did listen to it. It was very funny. Lydia did good. Lydia did do good. She did do good. Given that she was racing against 6 guys, she kind of held her own. Garn was too tall for the crate. You can't sit down. I kind of prefer if the crate was single stack only. I think people are a bit shitter at that, but I think that's more interesting. I think Peter's caster was awesome. I think he was a fantastic choice for a caster. I mean, he crushes. Yeah, but you don't get as high up then. Yeah, but I think it's more interesting to see someone fall. One crate would have sped up the event too. I think you just do like a 3-minute time limit or something, and then you're not punished for falling. And then like you just go as far as you like, you know what I mean? If you fall, you just reset. You just got to get back to it.